So we've had layoffs across the Department of Transportation, which FAA is part of. But in regard to critical staffing positions, like air traffic controllers, they have not been laid off, right? But the Civil Rights Division that reviews issues with the big projects in New York, they have been laid off. So again, if it's critical infrastructure, critical jobs that maintain safety, whether it's on our roads, our rail, our bridges, our airports, those folks come to work. But they come to work without a guarantee that they're going to get paid, which is why they're so concerned as they're in these towers controlling this airspace, thinking about what's going to happen in their own homes. Again, they're not wealthy. They don't have 3 or 4 or 5 months of cash sitting in their bank accounts. Like many of us, they go from one paycheck to the next, and they rely on that to pay the bills. And as of right now, that paycheck's not going to come, and that concerns them. Yes. So just to be clear, I don't have TSA under my control, so all the complaints on TSA don't come to me. But in regard to controllers, yeah, there's controllers that have called out sick, so we're tracking it, and I don't have a continual problem in one area, right? There's been, one facility one day, another facility another day. Some areas there's been a 50% reduction in some of the staffing, and again, we're tracking it, and we take the appropriate action necessary to make sure our skies are safe. And again, we have great managers that are here. If we see there's issues in the tower that are affecting controllers' ability to effectively control the airspace, we'll reduce the rate, and you'll see more delays, or you might see a cancellation. I'm willing to do that before we're willing to risk anyone's life in the air. By the way, we're here in Newark. At the end of April, early May, we had 2 outages that were very concerning. You saw the rate get reduced dramatically. We worked with Verizon and our other partners, and we put in redundant fiber lines as opposed to the old copper, and that has been functioning very well. The last stats I have for several months, Newark was the most on-time airport in the whole system. So things are going better here, and we're moving at a way different speed than what they moved in past administrations. Again, trying to address the problems as quickly as possible. We saw an outage at DFW a couple weeks ago. We had redundant lines in DFW, but they had a single point of failure in that system, which means you don't have redundancy. And that single point of failure failed, and you saw some mass outages that rippled through the system. Again, those are the issues that we're looking at, which is why part of the $12.5 billion is to rebuild the telecom infrastructure and make sure you don't have another Newark, you don't have another DFW. You take care of it, you do it right, you do it fast, and you make it worthy of 2025, not worthy of 1998. One more question.